In this video, I'm going to show you guys how purchase orders work in Framing POS. So the first thing you do is you go under Product, Molding, Matte Border, Glazing. Let's do Molding for now. Go to Product, Molding, and then go to Vendors. And then you're going to choose, okay, who do I want to buy? For example, AMCI, you're going to buy from AMCI Regions. AMCI Low-Level, you're going to buy from AMCI Regions. And obviously, AMCI Regions, you buy from AMCI Regions. So you're going to select which distributor you want to buy their product from. Every company is a distributor for itself, or you can select a different distributor. For example, let's say Nuri Caxton. Let's say you want to buy your Nuri Caxton from International, right? So there you go. So now I'm going to say, okay, anything for Nuri Caxton, let's buy it from International Molding. And when you are finished with here, you're going to come up here and you're going to click on Update. So now you set up where to buy a vendor's product from which distributor. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do, we're going to go to purchasing. So we're going to go to setting here, and once you click on setting, you're going to click on purchasing, and you're going to come here. Now there are a lot of distributors here. You're not going to buy from every one of them, but if you want to come in and disable them, you could. So let's say you're not buying from this, you're not buying from the Canadians, you can disable them, so they're not going to be available as a distributor. However, you want to come in and put in the account number specific to your account under each distributor. So if I clicked on Bella, for example, it gives you all the emails for the people. You can change this. If this is maybe sales, oh, click the wrong place. If this needs to be sales at Bella, you could do that, and then you can put in your account number and so on over here, and then you come in and you're going to save it here. Now there's a few things you can do here. You can include these when printing or emailing purchase order. These are general notes that you want to include with all your emails to this vendor, and these are some internal notes that are not going to the vendor that you're going to write down. We have a 50% discount, 40% discount, or so on, that you're going to put here, and then you're going to save it. So anything in the purchase order notes will show in the purchase order. Anything in the private notes will show only for you on the screen, and it will not be transmitted to your vendor. Once you save that, you're going to see the account number here on this section here, so you know that you already set this up. This is all you need to do. Now, the way items get added to a work order, to a purchase order, is automatic. So you're going to come in, click on New Work Order, and let's select a customer. Oh, Bruce Wayne. There you go. Okay, so now we're going to say Giants jersey. Uncheck that, let it update, and then check that. So now our size is 2834. Let's look at some of the products we are ordering. We're ordering molding from Decor. We're ordering 2 crescent mat boards, and we're ordering glass. Okay. Now the key thing is the status here. The status of the work order needs to say incomplete. And if you also have noticed, next to the product there is no purchase order number yet, because this has not been added to a purchase order. So I'm going to click on Save. Okay, it's going to take about 3 to 4 seconds for everything to get added. Now you'll notice here that this item here has a purchase order next to it. The same thing with the mat boards, and the same thing with the glass. Okay, so let's click on the first one, the mat board here. Let me bring this back to the regular size. Okay. So this is purchase order 1033. I'll open a new tab. If you look here, I haven't put in my Decor account number yet, so I got to go add that. But once I added that, all the stuff here will be included. And now if you can see, my Decor frame is added here. It also says size confirmed. This is true. So I check the size, and it's the size confirmed. And then these are my 2 crescent mats that are also added here. So you can come in here and change that to a single sheet if you want. Okay. And then you can order that here, and you can change the frame how you want it, length, joint, or whatever you want, and all that over here. Now if you notice, my crescent mat was added to my Decor purchase order. Why? Because I had gone to product, mat boards, and selected crescent mat boards distributor to be Decor. So my Decor, I'm buying my crescent mats from Decor. You can select Omega, International, Larson Jewel, and anybody else that you use. Now when you're ready, you're going to go ahead and click on Send Email. This will send it to this email here. Okay, this will be Kyle's email, but you want to change that to maybe order at decormolding.com. I think that's the proper email. So this also gets set up in the under purchasing and setting. You can also print it and send it. Okay. Once you sent the email, what do you want to do? You want to come here and you want to select Closed and Save Changes. Now what Closed does, this closes this purchase order, so there's no longer items being added to this purchase order. All the items in this purchase order are closed or sent to the vendor, and you are no longer able to send them. So let's go to this work order number 11369, and if I click on it here, I'm going to see the items, but they have a little lock button. This means this is closed and you cannot, and the purchase order was sent to the vendor, and then once you know, hey, the core delivers every Tuesday or every Wednesday, you know when it was sent by clicking on the purchase order again, which brings you here. Oh, where am I? Oh, I click on this, and then you can see here it was last updated at this date. So from there you can tell that, hey, this purchase order was sent to the core, and then you know, okay, it takes 3 to 4 days to get it, and you know you get this stuff. So if you look through all your items, they were sent. Now your glass was not sent, so I'm going to click on the glass. Now you obviously don't buy the glass by the sheet, but you buy it by the box. However, if you have an oversize here, you can quickly notice, hey, I needed to order this glass and I did not get it. I don't know, I need a 4060 museum glass, and then you know, hey, I gotta order it. But you don't have to order that, so you can come in and just close this purchase order, close it, and you'll be all set. Now let's go back to the work order. As soon as you open a work order, you're going to see this blue label that says all materials are in purchase order. It means you ordered every single material you need for this framing project, and they're all in the purchase order, so you know that everything has been ordered.